Have you ever done a double take when you see a person who looks uncannily like your friend, but is a total stranger? I'm sure we've gotten a comment one time or another from a person that we look exactly like someone they know. Studies show that you are likely to have a doppelganger in this world of 7.25 billion human beings, although there is a bleak chance that we will ever meet our doppelganger in our lifetime. In today's video, we will be taking you through some intriguing stories of twin strangers who found each other, but they are not related by blood. Sounds strange, right? Well, let's get straight into the details. Michael Sheehan, professor of neurobiology and behavior at Cornell University, says, "There is only so much genetic diversity to go around, but if you shuffle that deck of cards so many times, at some point, you get the same hand dealt to you twice." What happens, though, if, on that rare occasion, you meet your doppelganger in the flesh? What will your reaction be? Well, here are amusing stories of real people who have met their unrelated identical twins. Number 1. Neil Douglas and Robert Sterling. A bearded man flying via Ryanair unexpectedly met his unrelated twin when they sat beside the flight. Neil Douglas was shocked to meet Robert Sterling on his flight from Stansted to County Clare. The two took a selfie and shared it on Twitter, with the photo immediately going viral. Neil Douglas and Robert Sterling sported the same bushy beards, warm smiles, and eyes. The pair both wore identical black shirts and amazingly realized they booked the same hotel in Ireland, so they later on enjoyed a pint of beer together in a nearby pub. Sounds amazing, right? Let's look at Number 2. Justin Bieber and Robin Verekas. Once upon a time, in a small town nestled among the rolling hills of Canada, two babies were born on the same day in neighboring hospitals. Their names were Justin and Robin, and they were destined to lead parallel lives that would eventually intertwine most extraordinarily. Separated at birth, Justin grew up in a bustling city while Robin was raised in the quiet countryside. Despite their physical distance, their paths seemed to echo each other as they both discovered a passion for music at a young age. Justin's soulful voice captured the hearts of millions, while Robin's talent on the guitar mesmerized those who listened. As they soared to fame in their respective corners of the world, whispers of their uncanny resemblance spread like wildfire. Fans marveled at the striking similarities between the two, from their tousled hair to their charismatic smiles. Little did they know, their connection ran deeper than mere physical appearance. One fateful day, their paths finally converged when they were invited to perform at the same music festival. As they stood face to face for the first time, a sense of recognition sparkled between them, as if they had always known each other on some subconscious level. Their meeting was like a collision of two celestial bodies, each orbiting around the other in perfect harmony. They laughed and joked as if they had been lifelong friends, sharing stories of their childhoods and discovering the countless coincidences that littered their pasts. From that day forward, Justin and Robin became inseparable, embarking on a journey filled with music, laughter, and the unbreakable bond of brotherhood. Their story served as a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary connections can be found in the most unexpected places, and that fate has a way of bringing kindred spirits together, no matter how far apart they may seem. Number 3. Barack Obama and Ilham Anas. In a world where uncanny resemblances often spark curiosity and intrigue, the story of Barack and Ilham unfolds against the backdrop of two vastly different cultures, continents apart. Barack Obama, a man who needs no introduction, rose to become the 44th President of the United States, his legacy etched into the annals of history. Meanwhile, halfway across the globe in Indonesia, Ilham Anas, a humble photographer, found himself thrust into the limelight, not for his accomplishments, but for his striking resemblance to the American statesman. Born within a year of each other, Barak and Ilham led parallel lives, albeit on opposite sides of the world. While Barak navigated the corridors of power in Washington, D.C., Ilham traversed the bustling streets of Jakarta with his camera in hand, capturing moments of everyday life. Their uncanny resemblance did not go unnoticed. News outlets buzzed with speculation, drawing comparisons between the two men separated by continents. Ilham, a doppelganger of the world-renowned leader, found himself catapulted into an unexpected spotlight, often mistaken for the man who reshaped American politics. Despite the oceans that separated them, Barak and Ilham shared more than just physical features. Both possessed a magnetic charisma that drew people to them, a shared eloquence that captivated audiences wherever they went. Yet their paths never crossed, their lives unfolding independently despite the peculiar bond that connected them through the eyes of the world. As the years passed, Barack Obama's presidency came to an end, leaving an indelible mark on history. Meanwhile, Ilham Anas continued his work as a photographer, his resemblance to Obama becoming a curious footnote in his own story. Their tale serves as a reminder of the serendipitous nature of life, where two strangers, born worlds apart, find themselves forever linked by a twist of fate and a shared visage. Though their paths may never converge, the story of Barak and Ilham remains a testament to the strange and wonderful synchronicities that weave through the fabric of human existence. Number 3. Sophie and Lauren. Sophie, raised in the bustling streets of New York City, had always felt a sense of longing for something she couldn't quite name. Despite the love of her family and friends, there lingered a persistent feeling of incompleteness. Meanwhile, across the ocean, in the picturesque countryside of England, Lauren led a life filled with adventure and curiosity. Yet, like Sophie, she too felt a peculiar sense of longing, as if a part of her were missing. Their paths first crossed most unexpectedly. Sophie stumbled upon an online article featuring Lauren's photograph, and she was stunned by the uncanny resemblance they shared. With trembling fingers, she reached out to Lauren, tentatively proposing that they might be long-lost twins, separated at birth. Lauren's heart raced as she read Sophie's message. Could it be possible? Could this stranger truly be her twin? Fueled by curiosity and a longing for answers, Lauren agreed to meet Sophie halfway across the world. As they stood face to face for the first time, it was as if the universe itself held its breath. The resemblance between them was undeniable, from their twinkling eyes to the curve of their smiles. In the days that followed, Sophie and Lauren embarked on a journey of discovery, piecing together the fragments of their shared past. They laughed, they cried, and they marveled at the mysteries of fate that had brought them together. Through old photographs and cherished memories, they uncovered the truth of their separation, a tragic tale of loss and longing, tinged with the bittersweet knowledge that they had spent a lifetime searching for one another without even knowing it. But in finding each other, Sophie and Lauren discovered something even more profound: the power of love to transcend time and distance, and the beauty of forging new beginnings from the ashes of the past. As they embraced as sisters reunited at last, Sophie and Lauren knew that their story was not just one of strange coincidence, but of the enduring bond that would carry them through a lifetime of adventures yet to come. Number 4. Neil and John. Retired priest Neil Richardson moved to Braintree, Essex just recently, only to find himself being constantly greeted in the neighborhood and referred to as John. He didn't realize that he had a neighbor who looked exactly like him by the name of John Jemison. They accidentally bumped into each other, and while they had never met previously, they shared a lot of similarities. They both went to the same college and both worked as teachers previously. Number 5. Jennifer and Ambra. The real story of Jennifer and Ambra, the twin strangers, is a captivating tale of serendipity and the inexplicable bonds of family. Born continents apart, Jennifer and Ambra were separated at birth due to circumstances beyond their control. Jennifer grew up in the bustling city of New York, while Ambra was raised in the picturesque countryside of Italy. Despite the geographical distance between them, fate had other plans in store. As adults, Jennifer and Ambra both felt a persistent longing, an unspoken yearning for something or someone unknown. Little did they know that they shared a twin sister, an identical counterpart living thousands of miles away. Their remarkable journey of discovery began when Jennifer stumbled upon a website dedicated to connecting long-lost relatives. Intrigued by the possibility of uncovering her roots, Jennifer submitted her information, never expecting what would follow. Meanwhile, halfway across the globe, Ambra's curiosity led her to the same website. Upon seeing Jennifer's profile, Ambra felt an inexplicable connection, a sense of recognition that transcended logic. Their first meeting was nothing short of magical. As they locked eyes for the first time, Jennifer and Ambra were overwhelmed by the uncanny resemblance they shared. From their identical smiles to the way they laughed, every gesture affirmed their deep-seated bond as twin sisters. In the days that followed, Jennifer and Ambra embarked on a journey of rediscovery, piecing together the fragments of their shared history. They marveled at the similarities in their upbringing, discovering shared interests and quirks that seemed to defy explanation. Their reunion not only brought them closer together, but also enriched their lives in ways they never thought possible. Through laughter and tears, Jennifer and Ambra forged a bond that transcended the years of separation, proving that the ties of family are unbreakable, no matter the distance. These two women, who lived thousands of miles away, discovered their identical likeness just 5 minutes into joining Twin Strangers, a website dedicated to finding their identical lookalikes. Jennifer is from Texas, while her twin stranger, Ambra, is from North Carolina. Today, Jennifer and Ambra stand as a testament to the enduring power of love, resilience, and the remarkable journeys that bring us back to where we belong, in the arms of those who share our blood and our hearts. Number 6. Ciara and Cordelia. Ciara Murphy had recently moved to Bremen, Germany as a student, but shortly after moving from Ireland, she met her doppelganger, Cordelia Roberts. Cordelia was also a student from the UK, and both bumped into each other when more and more people told them they looked so similar. Even if they are unrelated, they are known as the twins around the university and are now BFFs. They are seen going everywhere together. Number 7. Eddie Galland, Robert Shafran, and David Kellman. These identical triplets also participated in the Mistra study after they found one another in 1980. At age 19, Robert started attending college in upstate New York and was approached by multiple people who greeted him and called him Eddie. When he met Eddie, it was clear they were brothers who had been separated. They had both been adopted and shared a birthday. They were featured in newspapers, which David saw, leading him to get in touch as well. The triplets moved into an apartment in Manhattan together and were popular around New York's social scene, even opening a restaurant called Triplets. A film about their experience, Three Identical Strangers, won a special jury prize for documentary storytelling at the 2018 Sundance Film Festival. It describes how the brothers' initial happiness at finding one another led to the disturbing discovery that the adoption agency that handled their cases had purposefully separated them to facilitate a study of multiples growing up in different circumstances. Their parents had never even been told that they had brothers. The story gets stranger. Staring at a newspaper article about Galland and Shafran, 19-year-old David Kellman was alarmed. He realized he looked just like them. Yep, that's right. The three men were triplets. Immediately after the meeting, the three brothers found they shared uncanny similarities. They found they laughed and talked alike. Their birthmarks and their IQs, 148, were identical. They even claimed to have lost their virginity at the same age. 12 people reported in 1980. Here was an opportunity to look at twins from the moment they were separated and to trace them through childhood, observing at each stage of development the parallel or diverging courses of their lives. Because the triplets shared the same genetic makeup, one could evaluate the environmental effects on the twins' personalities, their behavior, their health, their intelligence, wrote Lawrence Wright, the author of Twins and What They Tell Us About Who We Are. Wright interviewed Neubauer for his book. To measure the effect of the environment on their growth, each triplet was given to a family of a different socioeconomic level. For years, researcher assistants dropped by, studying the boys in their homes, and outside of them too. It's clear from some of the study records that the scientists continued to follow from a distance and collect data on the triplets' progress for many years after this, said Wardle. The boys' parents were told this was the Louise Wise Agency's general procedure. The families were not aware the child they had adopted had two other brothers. None of the parents in the study were. As you'll see in the documentary, the trauma of this separation had grave reverberations in the triplets' lives. Galland especially struggled with mental health issues and eventually died by suicide in 1995. Neubauer died in 2008 and, according to Wright, remained unapologetic for his role in shaping the boys' lives and the lives of at least 10 other kids. After all, Shafran, Kelman, and Galland weren't the only identical individuals. It's estimated that 13 children were separated from their siblings by Louise Wise Services, an adoption agency in New York catering to Jewish families, for participation in Neubauer's study. Number 8. Amanda Fisher and Meredith Pond. The resemblance between these two women is uncanny, but Amanda Fisher and Meredith Pond are not twins, they are strangers. A friend first alerted Fisher, 23, to a picture of a girl on Instagram who looked just like her. Fisher then set out to find her doppelganger. After failing to make contact, she posted an image of them both on Imgur and called on users to help her track down her twin. In the post, which has been viewed more than 1.1 million times, Fisher said, "I'm hoping she will see this so she can be just as weirded out as me." However, some commenters were not convinced that the photos showed two different people. One user said, "Not convinced that isn't you." Another said, "Same haircut. I don't believe it. Sorry." But one person managed to identify the doppelganger as 22-year-old Meredith Pond from Indiana and directed Fisher to her Facebook page. After contacting Pond, Fisher posted an update on Imgur. "I made contact. She finally contacted me and we've been swapping some pictures. I hope I didn't scare her too much with attention. I found an old photo of my mom to compare to as well. Thanks for all the help, Imgur." Number 9. The story of the triplets who met at 19. Once upon a time, nestled within the bustling streets of a vibrant city, 3 remarkable individuals led separate lives, unaware of the extraordinary bond that connected them. Born as triplets, fate had scattered them across different corners of the world since infancy, yet as if guided by an invisible thread, their paths would eventually converge in an unexpected twist of destiny. At the tender age of 19, by a stroke of chance or perhaps orchestrated by the cosmic forces of the universe, the triplets found themselves crossing paths at a bustling university campus. Each drawn to the same spot by a magnetic pull they couldn't explain, they met beneath the sprawling branches of an ancient oak tree. As they exchanged hesitant glances, a spark of recognition flickered in their eyes, igniting a flurry of questions and a cascade of shared memories. In that surreal moment, they realized they weren't just strangers. They were siblings, separated at birth and brought together by the serendipitous dance of fate. Their reunion was a whirlwind of emotions, joyous laughter, tearful embraces, and a sense of belonging that transcended time and distance. Together, they embarked on a journey of discovery, piecing the fragments of their shared history and marveling at the uncanny similarities that bound them together. With each passing day, their bond grew stronger, weaving a tapestry of friendship and kinship that defied the odds. United by their past and fueled by the promise of the future, the triplets forged an unbreakable bond, a testament to the enduring power of family and the extraordinary miracles that await those who dare to believe in the magic of destiny. Number 10. Sarah and Emily. In a world where technology bridges gaps and transcends boundaries, the story of twins reunited through YouTube stands as a testament to the incredible power of the digital age. Meet Sarah and Emily, identical twins separated at birth and unaware of each other's existence for over 2 decades. Born in different countries to parents who believed they were unable to provide for both, fate dealt them a hand that led them on separate paths. Sarah, raised in Canada, had always felt a void in her life, an unexplained yearning for a connection she couldn't quite grasp. Emily, on the other hand, grew up in Australia, unaware that she had a sister out there somewhere, sharing her DNA and perhaps even her quirks and passions. Enter YouTube, the platform that would change their lives forever. Sarah, intrigued by the idea of genetic testing, decided to document her journey on YouTube, sharing her experiences, hopes, and dreams with the world. Little did she know, her videos would reach Emily's screen halfway across the globe. One fateful day, Emily stumbled upon Sarah's YouTube channel. As she watched Sarah's videos detailing her search for her biological family, Emily felt an inexplicable connection. The resemblance was uncanny, the mannerisms too familiar to ignore. With a pounding heart and trembling fingers, Emily reached out to Sarah through a comment on her video, revealing her own story and the possibility that they might be long-lost twins. Their reunion was nothing short of miraculous. Through tearful Skype calls and shared childhood memories, Sarah and Emily pieced together the puzzle of their past and embraced the reality of their present. Their bond, forged through the digital realm of YouTube, transcended physical distance and brought them closer than they ever imagined possible. Today, Sarah and Emily's story serves as a beacon of hope for countless others yearning to reconnect with lost loved ones. It reminds us that in a world where technology often dominates our lives, it also has the power to reunite souls separated by time, space, and circumstance. As we come to the end of our journey through the remarkable tales of twin strangers who found each other, we can't help but marvel at the intricate threads of fate that weave through our lives. From the bustling streets of bustling cities to the remote corners of the world, these stories have taken us on a whirlwind adventure of chance encounters and heartwarming reunions. We've witnessed the disbelief and astonishment of twins who stumbled upon each other by sheer coincidence, their faces reflecting at them like a mirror image they never knew existed. But beyond the sheer astonishment lies a deeper truth, a reminder that our destinies are often intertwined in ways we cannot comprehend. Whether separated at birth or miles apart, these twin strangers have defied the odds to find each other, drawn together by an inexplicable bond that transcends time and distance. As we bid farewell to these tales of serendipity and connection, let us carry with us the profound belief that no matter how vast the world may seem, there is always the possibility of finding a kindred spirit, a soulmate, in another. May these stories serve as a beacon of hope, inspiring us to embrace the unknown, cherish the bonds we share with others, and never lose faith in the power of destiny to bring us together. These stories serve as a testament to the remarkable twists of fate and the unbreakable bonds of kinship that transcend mere coincidence. Whether separated by circumstance or fate, the journeys of these twin strangers stand as a testament to the power of human connection and the enduring hope that, in a world filled with billions of souls, we may find our other half, our mirror image, and our long-lost twin. As we bid farewell to these amazing narratives, let us carry with us the awe-inspiring realization that in the tapestry of existence, every thread is woven with the potential for reunion, renewal, and the rediscovery of lost kinship. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoy watching this video and want to see more about the amazing story of twins. Remember to turn on your notification bell so you may be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video.